Radhe Radhe. In this series of Kannan Magizhgindraan, today we are going to discuss about the quality Arjavam. His Holiness Sri Swamiji in his song Tulasi Pujayal mentions Arjavattinal Kannan Magizhgindraan. Here he states that the quality Arjavam pleases Sri Krishna. So you might ask, what is Arjavam? To understand this in an easier way, let me convey this to you through a story. We all have heard about the Anil's Kainkaryam during Setu Bandhanam. It risked its life without a second thought to show its bhakti to Sri Rama. This is Arjavam. To understand this in a deeper aspect, today, Bangalore Namadwaar Gopa Kuteeram presents to you this video. Today, we have with me Anagha, Tapasya and Abhinav. Together, we'll dive into the deeper aspects of Arjavam. So Anagha, what is the definition of Arjavam?
Arjavam literally means sincerity.
So Tapasya, are there any examples that we can look up to?
Yes, definitely. There are many. Right now, I recall a bhakta called Narahari Sonar. Narahari Sonar was a goldsmith in Pandharpur. He was a staunch bhakta of Lord Shiva. In spite of living in Pandharpur, he never stepped into the Vittala temple since he did not want to see or worship any other deity apart from Lord Shiva. One day, a Seth approached him to make a waist chain for Lord Vittala. He was skeptical about it at first, but after many sessions of persuasion, he finally agreed. He made the waist chain and he gave it to the Seth. The Seth then took it to the pujari of the temple and they tried to put it to Lord Vittala, but it kept slipping. They didn't know what to do, so they asked Narahari Sonar to make another waist chain. He made another waist chain and gave it to the Seth. He again gave it to the pujari. They put it to Vittala, but again it kept slipping. Now this was really surprising. So they asked Narahari Sonar to take the measurements himself since he knew better. But Narahari Sonar placed forth a condition that he was to be carried with his eyes closed with a blindfold. As per the condition, the next day, they took him to the temple in a palanquin with his eyes closed with a blindfold. Now they went to the Garbhagraham of the temple and he had to take the measurements by feeling the murti since his eyes were closed. But when he felt the murti, when he touched the murti, he felt a Jadadaram, a Trishulam, an Ardhachandra, like that of a Shiva murti. This was very surprising. So he opened his eyes and he saw Vittala murti. So he quickly closed his eyes and he continued working. Again, the same thing happened. He felt a Jadadaram, a Trishulam, an Ardhachandra. He was flummoxed. He didn't know what to do. And that's when he heard Bhagavan speak. Bhagavan told him that Shiva and Vittala are one and the same. And Vittala also has a Mastaka Linga. And he need not be worried. So in this way, Bhagavan tests a bhakta's Arjavam.
So Abhinav, to have Arjavam, is there any age restrictions?
No, not at all. Age is not a barrier to it. Sincere dedication, faith and commitment will instantly please Bhagavan.
We all know about Vibhishana, who is known for his complete Sharanagati and is known as Purna Sharanagatan. I would like to show a different facet of his life where Arjavam played a key role in his complete surrender. In the court, Vibhishana advised Ravana, saying that it is not too late and he should return Sita Mata back to Sri Rama so that war can end and his life will be spared. But Ravana became angry at these words of Vibhishana and kicked him out of Lanka in front of all the court members. So, without thinking twice, Vibhishana went to Sri Rama in seek of refuge. There was a huge discussion whether Vibhishana could be trusted or not. The members showed apprehension, but Hanuman stood by Vibhishana and finally Sri Rama accepted his surrender. Throughout this, Vibhishana showed unflinching commitment. This story shows that any sadhana or bhakti done with Arjavam is fruitful.
Anaga told us the story of Vibhishana, who was an asura who did bhakti with Arjavam. Now I will be telling you a story of another Asura called Vritrasura. When Vritrasura knew that he was about to die, he sang a beautiful stuti called the Vritrasura stuti in praise of Lord Hari. In this stuti, Vritrasura sings,
Aham Hare Tava Padaika Dasanu Daso Bhavitasmi Bhuya Manasmareta Supater Gunamste Granitava Karma Karotu Kaya Granitava Karma Karotu Kaya.
In this, he beautifully says, I always want to be in the service of those who are ever in the service of the lotus feet of Bhagavan, so that I am reminded to think and speak of only Bhagavan. Isn't this Arjavam too?
With this, we have reached the end of the video. We hope that we were able to convey the depth and different aspects of Arjavam and how we can apply it in our path of bhakti. Radhe Radhe.